Hey, what's happening? My name is Tuto Marengula and happy Thursday. Here are your news headlines. A small-town rock band has kicked out its lead vocalist after discovering that he had been secretly dosing another band member with estrogen so he could force a gender transition and steal his fiance. And according to multiple US and Canadian news outlets, apparently South Africa is funding ISIS. Which is interesting, because I wonder where ISIS came from. Is it not the descendant of Al-Qaeda, which was founded by Osama bin Laden, who in the 1980s was funded and weaponized by the CIA to fight the Soviet Union? Allegedly according to the BBC and The Guardian. But by all means, South Africa, we have to stop bombing and invading other countries in the name of freedom. Let's get into it. It's Mzansi in 5. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that has been liking, sharing, commenting on these videos across all platforms, on YouTube, on the other one where you discover that some of your high school classmates are actually racist and hate women, Facebook, TikTok, and also the one where everyone suddenly shows that their lives are falling apart when they only post throwback pics with the caption, "Take me back." You went to Thailand 9 years ago. Move forward. Let's get to the news. Let's start off with Nashville, Tennessee, where a local hardcore rock band has gone viral after they fired one of its members who confessed to have been secretly dosing another member of the band with estrogen in a bizarre plot to steal his fiancée. According to the band's Instagram page, ex-vocalist Diego carried out the scheme by giving the band's bassist drinks spiked with female hormones. Bandmate said he confessed to the act during a drinking binge before he allegedly owned up to it a second time. Okay, first of all, free my nigga Diego. He's a king, one name only, like Sure or Share. I don't know, Sure? Look, surely I'll get it right one day. I just thought about this right now. The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
I came up with that just now. My man Diego knew what was at stake, a woman's heart, with her consent. And Diego knew that he could never measure up to him. So he sought to even up the odds by using science. And I don't blame him. There is no question that there are so-called manlier men out there, who can chop trees and aren't ticklish. Or they can swallow pills without having to crush them into a fine powder so they can mix them into a liquid solution, usually a milkshake. It has to be a milkshake because if it's not a milkshake, put it in water. But that's not me. I can swallow pills every day. I'm popping pills all the time. So not like that. I'm not like popping pills like when I need a pill. I know how to swallow a pill. I'm a man. I can swallow a pill. What I'm trying to say is that if there was a female human who I found desirable for procreation to spawn my offspring with her consent, but the only thing standing between her and I was her Harley-riding, hairy-chested, bearded man, best believe I would start sprinkling that hormone replacement therapy dust. And then he still looks good. Moving on, South Africa has been identified as a key financial conduit for ISIS in Central Africa. The Counter-ISIS Finance Group has issued a stark warning, highlighting South Africa's significant role in funneling funds to ISIS's operations in Central Africa. Before I continue, I have to mention that I do not have a degree in foreign studies or foreign relations. I went to film school. I act, I write, and I tell over-intellectualized poop jokes for a living. Everything that I'm going to say next is a combination of facts and opinions. You're more than welcome to challenge me on my opinions, but keep in mind that my dream was to be on Broadway. Should clap right now, just clap. Wherever you are, just clap, so it's not as awkward. It's very scary for a developing nation whenever the Western news media starts reporting on terrorist activity in your country. Whether it's true or not, I'm not denying that there is evidence and facts that back this theory up, but it's still scary, especially during a time when South Africa has recently accused Israel, America's baby brother, of violating the UN's 1948 Genocide Convention established in the wake of, wait for it, the Holocaust. Now, I'm not pro-Palestine or pro-Israel. I'm pro-life. And here's a pure fact. Since the 7th of October 2023, 1,410 Israelis have been killed in this war, which is horrible. On the other end, as of March the 5th, 2024, 30,228 Palestinians have been killed, mostly women and children, which is more than double the amount of people that died in South Africa during the last 4 years of apartheid. That's in 5 months only. So when South Africa goes to the International Court of Justice and says, yeah, no, this one, it's not good. Yeah, no, we've seen it before. Actually, the country that is currently doing it, their ancestors experienced what they are doing to other people. It's also important to know that you can be Israeli or Jewish and not agree with your government. According to multiple polls, only 15% of Israelis want Benjamin Netanyahu to stay in power. But war is always good for presidents, kings, prime ministers, and dictators to stay or consolidate power. Ask George Bush. So I'm not blaming Israeli citizens for this. I'm blaming the bureaucracy. I can be South African and still not like what my government is doing. I commend them for calling out Israel for what's clearly a genocide, but I can also call out their hypocrisy when they twerk for Putin after he decides to invade the sovereign nation of Ukraine. Something, by the way, that America does all the time. Just ask Vietnam, Iraq, Iran, Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, Yemen. Just, the complete ignoring of sovereign borders. Don't come to my country, I'll come to yours. Did you know that during Barack Obama's last year as president, who, by the way, is my second favorite president of my lifetime behind Nelson Mandela, the US dropped 26,171 bombs in Syria, Somalia, Yemen, Afghanistan, Libya, Iraq, and Pakistan. So you tell me what's more dangerous. Is it the country on the Horn of Africa with a few hundred, maybe even 1,000 bad actors that are funneling money for ISIS? Or the country that bombed 7 different countries 26,000 times in 1 year? That's why I say it's scary. Whenever Western news media starts reporting about terrorist activity in South Africa, because that's a precursor to a fucking invasion. Do you know where else there's a lot of ISIS activity? The UK, Italy, France. So why not go invade, why not go liberate those countries? There are more members of ISIS in France, Italy, and the UK using human shields. So, do what Israel's doing and bomb the UK and France. Sorry, I meant to say liberate. Give them freedoms. Here's the fun part about this. I have no solution. I don't. All I can say is I love everyone. Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, Scientology. Nope, no, can't do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. And yeah, every now and then we have to, have some vegetables as opposed to having the candy. But watch the first story again. This dude gave another man hormones. If you want to laugh a bit, it's Fiance in 5.